Okay. All right. So welcome to our athletic mat class today with props. My name's Allie with the Pilates RX. We'll be using a resistance band today. And as always, I offer a number of options from some challenges as well as some modifications. So if anything does not feel right during class, please take one of those options to modify, or feel free to challenge yourself if you've been taking class and you're feeling good. So that way you can get the most out of today's workout and leave feeling a little bit better than you came into the workout. So we're gonna start lying down on our backs in a comfortable position. Let me make sure, okay, you guys have a good view there. Letting your head rest down onto the mat. You can choose to have your legs all the way extended or knees bent, feet flat. You can just set your band off to the side for a moment. And we'll get connected here with our breath. So just feel the heaviness of your tailbone down on the mat. Allow your shoulders to relax back on the mat, and maybe even choose to let your palm face up towards the ceiling. Take your inhale breaths in through your nose and feel your lungs start to open up and inflate like a balloon. And then take your exhale breath out through your mouth, blowing out as though you're blowing out through a straw. We'll inhale to breathe in, opening up, and exhale, breath out, feeling the ribs close down and together. We'll try one more big breath like this, taking an inhale, filling up the deepest part of your lungs with air. And as you exhale, letting all that last little bit of air go, we'll go ahead and grab your resistance band. And I recommend holding the band about shoulder width distance apart, but if it feels like too much resistance, you can always take your hands a little bit wider. We're gonna reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, draw the shoulder blades down onto the mat, taking your shoulders away from the ears, and start to stretch the band open and close. So my palms are facing away from my body. We're starting nothing fancy here, just starting to open up the chest a little bit, feeling the shoulder blades themselves drawing together on our backs as we pull apart into that band. 3 more just like this. Good. 2. On this last time, pull the band apart, make sure the shoulders are down away from the ears, and hold. Bring your right leg to tabletop, bring your left leg to tabletop. From here, without changing the band, press your right leg out straight and bend it back in. Press your left leg out straight and bend it back in. Notice that the band is totally still in space as you exhale, extend, inhale to bend, exhale to press, inhale, bend it in. Good. Keep the band open and wide. Shoulder blades are down on the mat. Head is heavy. Neck is relaxed. Good. Go for 4. Pull it in. And 3. That's it, guys. Last 2. Last time, bend both legs down. You can release your arms, shake them out for just a moment. And then this time, bring the band around the ball of your feet. So make sure that your band is nice and flat so the ball of your feet have a good purchase. You're gonna hold the band around the height of your knees and then pin your elbows down by the floor. Pull your shoulder blades back onto the mat as well and bring your legs to a tabletop position. From here, without moving your arms, press both feet into the band, slow control, bending it in. Exhale, power to push the legs out. Gently, slowly resist pulling that band back in. Press out, slow, gentle bend in. Exhale, press out, and gently resist pulling in. 3 more. Good, guys, that's it. Flex through your feet and push as though that band's resistance is heavier than it's ever been. Keep your shoulders down on the mat. On this last time, press the legs out and hold. Now lift straight legs up a few inches. Exhale, press down, down, down as far as you can go without lifting your head, neck, shoulders off the mat. Good, slow control to lift up, 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 and exhale, press down, 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 shoulders and ribs. 3 more times, just like this. Slow, gentle lift up, good. Twice more here, press down, 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 and gently scoop and lift. 1 more time here, lower, 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 lift, bend your knees in, and you can take your feet out of that band. Gently now taking that band to drape across the front of your hips. So think of it like a seat belt. Make sure it's on the bony part of the front of your hips. Grab the sides of the band with both hands, pin your hands down into the floor. Walk your feet in so that your heels are close enough to tap with your fingertips. Feel your big toe, pinky toe, and heel imprint into the mat and start to lift, and lower. So now you are lifting the hips up against the resistance of that band. So see if you can glue your feet into the floor and really work to press and stretch that band up another inch or so. As you're lifting your hips, see if you can also glue your hands to the floor, keeping a nice, strong, stable base as you lift and gently lower back down. Exhale, press up and lift. Inhale, lower back down. We have 4 more like this. And lower, good. Exhale, lift for 3. Lower back down, good, guys. Last 2. And lower back down on this last one. Lift up and hold. Tiny pulses from here. Drop down an inch and lift. Down an inch and lift. Good. 4 and 3. Last 2. Last time, lift up, drop the hips down, take a moment's pause. Now we're going to go into a single leg set of bridging. If single leg is not in your practice, you can continue here with a second set of double legs. So ground the feet into the floor, lift the hips on up, bring that right leg to tabletop and hold. From here, press the right leg out long and bend it back in. Make sure that that band is just as tight on the front of your right hip as it is on your left, so that both hips are level. That seat belt is being stretched on both sides. 4 more. Good, guys. That's it. 3. Keep pressing down into the left foot for 2. Both hands on the floor last time. Hold it out. Now lower straight leg down and lift. Straight leg lower and lift. You've got it. 3. Stretch your right toes longer. 2. Last time, lift it up, bend, place that right foot down, drop both hips down, reset, and then lift both hips back on up, high bridge. Without losing the height of your left hip, bring the left leg to tabletop, push into the right foot, we press out and in, press out and in. This should look similar to what we did with our feet in the resistance band earlier, pushing hands down into the mat. You've got it. 3 more. Left hip up a little bit higher for 2. Hold it out, straight leg. Now we lower and lift, lower and lift. You're just lowering that straight left leg down to the height of your right. Good. 3 and 2. That's it. Last time, lift up, bend, place the foot down, drop both hips down. Take that band, place it around the ball of your feet once again, but this time, letting your hands and feet rest down onto the floor. So I'm holding my hands all the way up around the height of my hips. Now you can choke up on the band if you need a little bit more support, but think about pushing your feet wide into the band and digging your heels down into the mat. Take your inhale breath here to prepare. As you exhale, look to the toes, curl, scoop up, lift, get tall through your spine. And then as you come back down, stretch that band by reaching forward with your toes and backwards with your arms, like creating that longest line of stretch possible. Inhale. Exhale, look to the toes, follow the fingertips all the way on up to your tall seated position. Good, and gently melt back down. Now I know it is tempting in this position to want to pull into the band to lift yourself up. That sends your momentum backwards. So see if you can keep your arms straight as you reach forward and straight as you melt all the way back down. Good. At the same time, drop the shoulders away from the ears, coming all the way on up. Feet are heavy on the mat. Stretch that band wide and melt all the way back down. Try twice more here. Look down to the toes, curl, scooping up to lift. Inhale, exhale, melting all the way back down. This is our last time here. We inhale, come all the way on up to sitting, and then we're gonna roll halfway back and hold it there. So think maybe like your low back is just barely starting to graze the mat. Draw the space between your ribs and hips a little closer towards one another and hold. Without moving your chest, pull both elbows out to the side and release forward. Both elbows pull back and release forward. So from the front, we're doing a wide row here. My elbows are about at the height of my shoulders. Rib cage is connecting towards my hips, watching to make sure that my head does not come forward every time I pull back. So just the elbows are moving. Good. 3 more. And 2. Last time here, release the arms forward, restack, come all the way on up. This time, bend your knees so that your knees are about 90 degrees bent. You're going to take that band, holding up around the height of your shins and stack your spine tall. We're gonna do that same roll back motion, keeping the feet down on the floor. So roll shoulders down and back, start to roll the spine backwards, roll back another inch, even another inch, even one more inch, and we hold. Turn palms to face up towards the ceiling. This time we bicep curl. So keeping your elbows lifted is an option for challenge. You can also keep your elbows down by your side. If that is feeling easy, roll your shoulders down and back. Try and keep the space across your collarbones the same as you crawl here. Good. 4 more. And 3. That's it here, guys. 2. Last time, release the arms forward, but keep that grip on the band, lifting your feet now into a little balance. Good. Now we're gonna try that same bicep curl here with the feet lifted. So I want you guys to think of pushing down into your feet while you bicep curl in. So go slow. As you think of pushing down into your feet, that creates that tension and resistance to support your core. Can you keep your eyes on your toes, inner thighs hugging together? 3 more. And 2. Good, guys. Last time here, hold. Go right into rolling like a ball. So we roll back, come up, look down at your toes. We roll back, exhale, scoop, look to the toes. Good. Rolling back, look up and balance. Give yourself that honest moment of pause at the top, making your ball shape as small as possible. We have 2 more here. Good. Once more like this. Come all the way on up. Go ahead and place your feet down. Take a moment's breath. And then we're gonna go right into open leg rocker. If open leg rocker is not in your practice, you can do a second set of rolling like a ball. So for open leg rocker, we're gonna work with straight legs. Those of you who are managing any nerve tension, keep a soft bend in your knees. If you're able, you can straighten your legs here. From this setup, we roll back. Think of pushing down into your feet, just like that bicep curl. Come up and balance. Roll back, push down into your feet, look at your toes, and keep following your toes with your eyes as you roll back. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. If you want to challenge yourself here, give yourself less resistance. I know that's a little counterintuitive, but it will give you less support here as you come back up. 2 more. Good. 1 more time here. Come all the way on up. Good. And you can bend your knees, take a little rest. Now, I should have cued you guys in the beginning of class, but you need a little loop on your band, just one end of your band for our next move here. So I have a loop built into my band. If you do not, just tie a little knot on the end of your band so that you have something to put your feet into. And once you have that set up, we're gonna put your right foot into the band, and we're gonna come onto our left forearm. Now you guys have the option here, if you'd rather lay on your side for this series, you can do so, but I am confident that you can all try this. We're gonna use the back edge of our mat for our left elbow and left knee to line up. Right foot will be at the edge of the mat and we'll hold the band in our right hand. From here, we're gonna lift into a modified side plank. So if you look, my shoulder, hip, knee, all fall in one line. I'm not all the way lifted or all the way lowered, and you can modify down on your hip if needed here. So holding that modified side plank, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, and stretch your fingertips and toes in the opposite direction. We're gonna start with just an arm movement here. So elbow down, elbow press, down and press. So we're starting moving just through the upper body, but I want you to think of stretching that band farther with your right leg. Notice if you started to roll backwards a little bit like me there, roll that top hip forward, press your left elbow down into the floor. 3 more. And 2, hold that right hand overhead. Now right knee bends and push, bend and push. So now we're starting to move into that leg, but I want you to push the band forward with your fingertips. So keep stretching to keep as much tension on the band as possible. Good. 4 more. And 3, that's it. Roll that top hip forward and 2. Last time now, both together, elbow and knee meet and press. They meet and press. Really emphasize that press out. It should feel like it almost takes the stress away from that left side body that is doing so much work to hold you up here. 4 more. And 3. That's it here, guys. 2. Last time. Push, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. You can keep that band around your left foot. Make a little pillow with your bicep. You're going to bend that top leg and just place it down on the floor in front of you. It can also go on the floor behind you, but either way, you can just keep the band around your foot. We're going to do a quick inner thigh set here. So left leg now is starting to lift and lower, lift and lower. So small range of motion, pushing down into the foot on the floor to give you a little bit of extra stability. Still thinking about broadness across the chest, drawing the front ribs in and stretching that bottom leg as far away from your body as possible. Can you grow that leg a little bit longer? Good. 4 more. 3, 2, hold it up. Tiny pulses, pulse up an inch, up an inch, up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Tiny circles. That's it. Teeny tiny circles. Straighten your leg. Reach it out a little bit longer. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse that circle. Change directions. Good. Keep stretching it out. Keep reaching a little bit farther, a little bit longer. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, that band should still be around your right foot. You're going to take the other side of the band into your left hand and glue it down to the floor. Stretch that right leg out long. We're going to go into side teaser. So left hand stays on the floor. We're rolling to our bottom, lifting up. Right hand towards left shin, and then come all the way back down onto our side. Keep that bottom arm down on the floor. Use the lift of your legs to come up and lay all the way back down on your side. Now, modification with bent knees here is to roll, scoop lift with bent legs, and then come all the way back down onto your side. Once again, roll up, scoop lift, bent knees, come all the way back down. 1 more here. And come all the way down. Good. You can take that band off your top foot, rolling right onto your stomach. Set your band off to the side for a moment so we can do a little swan here. Hands go underneath the shoulders. Separate your feet a little wider than hip distance and start to press yourself on up. Pressing maybe just into your upper back. Maybe you're more comfortable lifting all the way up into your lower spine. So work within your body's comfortable range of motion today, keeping that nice proud chest. Almost imagine like that band is a shawl around your shoulders and you are pushing up into the shawl, like you're going to stretch that band by shining your heart forward. Good. Shoulders are down away from the ears. We'll try 3 more just like this. Good. Gently lower back down. Try 2 more here. Lift up, stretch, and gently lower. 1 more time here. Rolling the spine up, lift, and soften and melt the spine all the way back down. We're going to take that band now and drape it across the mat so that the bony part of our hips is right on top of the band. So you can kind of finagle yourself so that your pelvis is pinning the band down. And then we'll reach back by our sides, grabbing onto the band with both hands right next to our hips. Once you have the band, you straighten your elbows, glue the tops of the feet to the floor. We're going to curl to lift our chest, just our upper back. And notice how my shoulders are sagging here. Draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Straighten your elbows like you're reaching that band toward your toes and start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep your heart open. Think of every time you are lifting your hands like you are also lifting your shoulder blades and they are getting a little bit closer together. Add a tuck to your chin, lengthening the back of your neck. Keep your gaze down towards the floor. Can you keep tension on that band the whole time? So maybe lifting up 2 inches, lowering down just 1. Lift up 2 inches, lower down just 1. 5 more. Good. 4. You've got it. 3. Palms face up to the ceiling. 2. Hold up on this last one. Tiny pulses up from here. Go up an inch, up an inch, up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Drop that band. You can push yourself up and back and find a gentle child's pose or shell stretch here. Take a big, deep inhale breath in through the nose and an exhale breath out through the mouth. From here, we come on up to a tall kneeling position to put that band now around our left foot, setting up for that second side of side plank series. We'll be holding that band in our left hand and lining up with our right forearm, right elbow down on the mat, right knee on the mat, and left leg is straight. So the back edge of my mat is going to give me a guide to line up my spine. From here, make sure that the shoulder is right over your elbow, and then go ahead and lift into your side plank. You're going to right away take that band, stretch it overhead, stretch your leg long. Find a resistance here that is challenging but bearable, something you can work with through this set. We'll start with our arm, elbow down by your side, reach up overhead. Elbow down by your side and press overhead. As you pull your elbow down, think of hiding your armpit on that top side. So in this case, my left hand. Roll your top hip forward. Keep pressing that bottom elbow down into the floor. Good. Down, press, reach, and down. Press, reach, 2 more. Good. Last time here, press, reach, and hold. Now top leg, bend and push. Bend in and push. Stretch that band out a little bit farther. Can you reach the foot away from your body, but keep rolling that top hip forward, pressing into your right elbow. 3 more. And 2, keep reaching with that left arm. Last time, hold both together, elbow and knee, and press. Elbow and knee, and press. Keep reaching. Nice form here, guys. Hold on to it. I know the set is not easy. We have 4. Stretch. 3, keep pushing into your right elbow, right shoulder away from your ear. Last time, push it out. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Drop your hip down. We're going to lie onto our side. Keep that band around your top leg. You can place the foot down. Prepare for inner thigh set. Let your neck relax. Stretch that bottom right leg long and start lifting and lowering from here. Both hips are stacked. Use the pressure down into that front foot to give you a little bit of extra support here. Imagine drawing both front ribs in as though you're giving your stomach a gentle hug. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Go for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold it up. Tiny pulses. Go up an inch, up an inch, up. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last time, tiny circles. Teeny circles. Straighten that leg. Reach out, up, and around. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last time, change direction. Reverse that circle. You've got it. Make sure that both feet, your top foot is still pressing into the floor for 3, 2. Last time. Good. Now your bottom arm is going to grab the end of that band, pin it to the floor, and stretch your top leg out long as we prepare for side teaser. So your whole body is lengthened here, like you've pumped little bits of air between each of your vertebrae. We're going to start by rolling onto our bottom, reach top hand towards the inside foot, and then roll all the way back down onto your side. Again, modification with bent knees is to roll up, lift, and come right back down onto your side. We have 3 more here. Roll to your bottom, scoop, lift. Come all the way back to your side. Twice more. Good, guys. And you have 1 more time. Pin that right hand down, lift up. Come all the way onto your side. You can take that band off your foot and roll right onto your stomach. We'll go for a double leg kick here. So if you bend both of your knees, take that band, this one's always a little tricky to get set up, around your ankles. And then you're going to cross the band to make an X and hold the ends of the band in each of your hands. From here, keep your nose hovering off the mat. Kick the band for 3, 2, 1. Lift up, shine your heart, stretch your toes long, turn your head to one side. We kick 3, 2, 1. Kick, stretch, lift your chest. Head turns to the other side. We kick 3, 2, 1. Push into the feet, lift through the heart. Head turns, we lower down, kick 3, 2, 1. Press into the feet, open up the chest. Lower down, we kick 3, 2, 1, imagine soaring through the air as you fly up nice and high. Head turns. 3, 2, 1. Kick out and reach. Take that nice long stretch. 2 more. Head turn. 3, 2, 1. Kick out, stretch, reach. Head turns, lower down. Kick. 3, 2, 1. Press out, lift. And last time, turn. 3, 2, 1. Press, lift, and reach. And we lower everything down. You can kick that band off. Come on up into your second shell stretch here. So walk your fingertips forward, maybe letting your forehead rest down onto the mat. This time you can walk both hands over to one side and then up and over to the other. And then gently coming on up, we're going to take that band and once again lie it perpendicular to our mat, flat across the mat. It'll go underneath our hands. So just line up your band so it's nice and smooth. You have about equal distance on both sides. And then we'll set up, I'm going to move mine forward so you guys have a better view. We'll set up in the all fours position. So hands are going to go right on top of the band. Knees go underneath your hips. Just for a few, we'll round through our cat-cow to try and find our flat back. So explore your 2 extremes of motion and then settle somewhere right in the middle. So your shoulder blades are about mid-distance apart, nice and flat through the upper back, and your tailbone has a gentle flare, but your ribs are lifted up away from the floor. Now, without disrupting that posture, lighten up on your left hand, grab the band where you have some resistance, but not a lot, straight out to the side. So pull the band straight out to the side, your left hand faces down towards the floor, and you're just gonna hold it there to start. Unlock your right elbow, shift your body weight to the left. So it should feel like quite a bit of work just to hold this here. Now slowly lower your straight left arm down, tap the mat, lift it straight out to the side. Lower down, tap the mat, lift it straight out to the side. So ideally here, your left palm faces the floor. But if you feel pinching in your shoulder, you can turn your hand so that your thumb points to the floor and the pinky side of your hand lifts up to the ceiling. Try straightening that left arm, even if your movement is a little bit smaller, and stretching your band more to the left by shifting your body weight to the left. 2 more. On this one, hold it out, tiny circles. Can you keep that left arm out and reaching? 4 more. 3, 2, change direction, reverse that circle. Shift a little bit farther to the left. You've got it. Go for 4, 3, 2, last time, lower that band down. We're gonna take a moment's pause, but stay on that side. We're gonna add a little rotation. So from here, right hand resets down away from your ears, stretch that left hand out to the side. This time, turn to rotate your whole chest up to the ceiling, lower down just until you're a flat line. Turn, lift your chest, rotating up to the ceiling, come back down so you're in a flat line. That left hand never touches the floor, but you're really twisting through your rib cage. So think of spiraling your ribs up to the ceiling, using the stretch of your left hand as just a little guide to do that. 2 more. And gently lower back down. Good. 1 more time here. And then come all the way down. You can step back, roll out your wrist. I know that is a long shoulder set there. Hopefully you feel your core helping you. And then we're gonna set up, do the same thing on the second side. I'm gonna turn to the front so that you guys can see a different angle through this set. Let me back up a little bit here. Okay, so finding your flat back, let me also tuck my shirt in. Flat back in this position, hands are shoulder width distance apart underneath your shoulders. If your wrists are sensitive, shift backwards slightly. You're gonna hold and stretch that right band out to the side. Shift your body weight to the right as much as you can. Push if it's too much tension to hold the band out, let go a little bit. Hold closer to the end of the band. We work to hold. Can you stretch a little farther to the right? Think of your neck growing longer. Unlock your left elbow from here, down and lift. Tap the floor and lift. As you tap and lift, reach your body weight over to that right side a little bit more. Keep your head lifted, shoulders down away from the ear. 4 more. And 3. Good, guys. 2. Hold it out there. circles, teeny tiny circles. Stretch that band out a little bit farther. You've got it. 4, 3, 2. Last time, reverse that circle. Good. You've got it. Keep reaching to the right. Go for 4, 3, 2. Last time, lower it down. Take a moment's pause before we go into that rotation. So reset the shoulder joint. Neck is long. This time, stretch that right band out to the side. Shift to the right. Start to rotate, twisting out, and then lower down just until your shoulders are square to the floor. Rotate like you're gonna look up to the ceiling, and slow, gentle, come right back down. Use the stretch of that band to help make that rotation a little bit deeper here. 2 more times. And gently lower back down. Good. Once more here, twist up and gently lower back down. Place that band down and take a little rest. Now we'll take a seat for just a moment to tie that band around our thighs. So just above your knee, I'll tie a bow just so that it's easy to untie if needed. And it should be fairly tight. Your legs should be together and there should be a slight amount of tension on your band with the legs together. So once that band is set, we're gonna come back to the all fours position, but down on our forearms. So drop onto your forearms here so that you are in a declined plank. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders, palms are flat. Your hands should look like an 11. So look down, make sure they are spaced evenly apart, and drop your shoulder blades away from your ears. Now purposely draw your rib cage up. And now without shifting your body weight tremendously side to side, can you reach that left leg out to the side and back down, to the side and back down. So this is kind of like dog peeing on a fire hydrant. This movement can be big, but it does not have to be, especially if you focus on putting a little more body weight into your left forearm. So that will keep you centered over the mat. We're going to turn that into circles. So reach out, around, back, and down. Reach out, around, back, and down. 3 more in this direction. Make sure your head is lifted, elbows push into the mat. 2. 1 more time here, reverse your circle. Now kick back, circle out to the side, sweep it down and in. So think of your left foot almost like you might leave a little footprint on the ceiling here as you lift. 1 more time here, and then drop it back down. We'll reset and go right into that second side. So from the front, you guys can see here, right leg to the side and lower. And I know that's probably not the best view, so I'll turn this way so you guys can continue to see side and lift. Shift your body weight now a little bit more into that right forearm so that your body stays center. And I know that left side is already tired, so this one's a little bit trickier. Take that into your circle. Reach the leg out, circle back and around. Push into the elbows. Neck is long like a turtle, emerging its head from its shell. 2 more. Once more here. Good. Now reverse that circle. Reach back, out, down, and around. Reach back, out, down, and around. You have 3 more. Beautiful form here, guys. 2. Stretch that band a little bit farther if you can. Last time. Lower all the way down. Drop your knees down and come on up. Now we're going to keep that band around the thighs. Our next set here is in a plank, a full plank. You have the option of being up on your hands or down on your forearms. It's going to look very much the same no matter what setup you are in. So go ahead and find your full plank position. I will demonstrate up on my hands here today. So if you're on your hands, you're setting up in that all fours position and then walking your feet back. So there is a light amount of tension on the band. Can you flex your feet? Can you drop your shoulders away from your ears? Draw the ribs up away from the floor. Neck is long. Now, imagine I put my afternoon cup of coffee right onto your lower back. Without spilling a drop, right foot taps the right side of the mat, bring it back in. Left foot to the left side of the mat, bring it back in. Gentle tap, stretching into that band, but feel the power of your standing leg, the one that's not moving, down on the mat. Hips are steady. You're moving slow with control to keep the body still in space. Make sure your legs are straight as you reach to the side. 4 more. And 3. Good, guys. 2. Last time here. Drop it down. and sit back. Now you can go ahead and release that band. So we'll untie your knot and take it all the way on out. Excellent. Okay, so let's spin around and place the band underneath your bottom now. So the band is going to go right underneath the bony parts of your sits bones. If you have tight hamstrings, you have nerve tension, you're going to keep a soft bend in your knees here. Otherwise, you can sit with legs straight. I will demo with the soft bend in the knees so that I can stack my shoulders right on top of my hips. Grab onto your band from here, right about the width of your mat. You can adjust this as needed. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to reach the band forward and back down. Reach forward. I imagine here like I am serving someone a tray of cookies. So gently reach forward and draw it back down. But I'm serving that tray of cookies in COVID times. So I do not want to lean too close to that person. I'm going to stay back as I reach my tray of cookies forward so that my shoulders stay stacked right over my hips. My spine is not moving. In doing so, you should start to feel how your core begins to help you stay balanced in this posture. Good. Shoulders away from the ears. 3 more. Can you get taller through your head? And 2. One more time. Reach the arms forward. Tiny circles. Teeny tiny circles. Think like a teardrop out in front of you. 4, 3, 2. Last time, reverse that circle. Change direction. Stretch that band out and up. Out, up, and around for 3, 2, and 1. Gently bend and take a rest. Now, lighten up on that resistance. I want you to come to the very end of the band. It should feel fairly light if you stretch forward. We're going to add in an overhead reach. So we're bringing our arms up. I'll actually turn because this will be a good view for you guys to see from the front. If you feel like this is too much, you can always do a second set of what we just did. So elbows in by your side, you're gonna start reaching forward. This time we're gonna bring the arms up, circle them out to the side, and gently bend back in. Reach forward, lift up, out to the side, and gently bend. So from the side, my body is gonna want to lean forward and then maybe back. I wanna try and stay still like a statue, as though I am sitting up against a wall. Despite this movement, it should feel maybe like a little chest opener here as the arms reach to the side. We have 2 more in this pattern. We reach out, lift up, down, out to the side. One more time, reach out, lift tall. Can you get taller? And slow, lower all the way down, elbows in by your side. Good. You can release that band. We're gonna find ourselves down onto the mat. So just bring your band with you. You can use a roll down here if you would like. Gently melt your spine all the way back down into the mat, head lowers and knees bent. Very nice. So we're gonna try and find our neutral spine setup here and then take that band behind the bony part of your skull. So you don't want it to be on your neck, you want it to be on your skull. And then I would hold pretty close to the edge of your head. So think somewhere around your ears so that you have a little bit of tension when you pull up with your hands. So bring elbows in the peripheral vision, drop your shoulders down away from the ears, pull into your band just slightly so that your head feels like it almost might lift off the ground. Now from here, we are lifting the head, but I want it to come from your shoulders, meaning we lift the shoulders off. The head just comes along because that whole shoulder joint is moving off the mat. So we exhale, curl up, inhale, lower back down. Find your breathing here. Exhale, curl up, inhale, lower back down. Exhale, curl up, inhale, gently lower. Twice more like that. Curl and softly lower down. One more time. Exhale, lift up, hold the tension in that band. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Stretch your left leg out long. Single leg stretch. We switch, switch, switch the legs and switch. 4, 3, 2. Last time, double leg stretch. Both knees come in, both legs stretch out, both legs pull in. We inhale to reach, exhale to pull. Can you keep your shoulders off the mat even as you bend your knees back in? Good. We have 3 more. That's it. 2. One more time here. Bring both legs up to the ceiling, scissors. You have the option to keep a soft bend in your knee for nerve tension if needed. Otherwise, work to straighten your legs and scissor and kick. Watch your hands here. They should not be moving side to side. It is just the legs in space here. Lift shoulders a little bit higher. Go for 3, 2. Last time, both legs to tabletop, crisscross. Rotate towards your left, come back through center, and switch. Now remember, we're rotating shoulder towards opposite hip, not your elbow. So that tension on the band holding your head up should stay the same this whole time. Reach and reach. Good. 5 more and 4. That's it. Last 3, 2. Last time, double leg lower. Stay lifted, both legs up. We lower both legs down, lift both legs up, both legs lower, and both legs lift. Go for 3. Lift up, you've got it for 2. And last time, lower. Drop head down, knees in towards your chest, and rock from side to side. That was an awesome ab 5 series there, guys. You can roll out your wrists. We're going to keep the knees in towards the chest so that we can place that band around the balls of our feet once more, and then stretch your legs out long on the mat. So we're in a setup similar to our roll-ups from the beginning of class. Now you have the option to do roll-ups once again, but if you would like to try the teaser here, you can absolutely do so. And the teaser is going to be a little bit easier with the assistance of the band. So I encourage you guys to give it a try here. We'll take an inhale breath to grow your spine longer. As you exhale, look to your toes. With straight arms, lift your feet up with your hands. Feel the lift of your hands. Awesome, Ian, good. Now press your feet down into the band, drop your shoulders away from your ears, lower nose and toes all the way down into the mat at the same time. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your feet. Think of lifting your feet up with your arms, and then press down into your feet, dropping the arms slow with control, melting all the way down onto the mat. Beautiful form, all of you. Inhale, exhale, lift to the toes, sweep up, lift, and press down into the feet, melting the spine all the way down. We have 2 more here. Inhale, exhale, lift to the toes, curling, lifting up tall, and rocking the tailbone back to come all the way down. This is our last one here. Listen for my cues. We inhale. As you exhale, curl, scoop up, lift, get tall, hold. Can you stay lifted through your shoulders? Push your hands down, feet down for 3, lift back up for 2, lift back up 1 more time, lift back up. Now everything together, nose and toes start to lower all the way back down. Good. And you can gently release that band and set it off to the side. Allow your knees to windshield wiper from side to side. And then when you're ready, you can roll right onto your side and press yourself on up. We're going to finish our class in standing. So come on up to the standing position. I'll adjust my camera so you guys have a better view here. We'll turn to the side for 3 community roll downs. So imprint your feet down into the floor. Feel a 5-2 contact. Big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Push into the floor. Reach your arms tall overhead. Take an inhale breath, grow longer like you're still stretching that band, and then dive the spine down 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling your head down, letting your head shake out, maybe bending your knees if you need. Push down into your feet and roll, stacking the spine back up, reaching the arms tall overhead. 2 more, big inhale. As you exhale, dive like you're a candy cane, rolling the spine up and over, soft bend of the knees, letting the head hang. Push down into your feet like you're restacking, building that candy cane back up from the bottom. 1 more time, big reach, dive, out, up, and over, slowly trickling the spine down like a little waterfall. Let your head hang heavy and push down into your feet, restack, growing up tall with your head and arms being the last thing to lift. We'll turn to take our community breaths here together. Feeling grounded down into the mat, we take an inhale breath, big reach up, and an exhale breath to release. Another inhale, big stretch, reach, and exhale to let it go. 1 more time, big inhale, and exhale, let it go. You guys are all set for today. Awesome work. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you guys again next week. Let me